Hi everybody, how are you? It's Jay Victoria, the Energy Queen. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. I have a really cool thing to offer you today. This is a free masterclass on creating generational wealth. And if you watch this, it'll help you. If you watch this and you do the exercises, it'll help you even more. And if you watch this and you do the exercises, and there's also potentially something you want to look for at the end, it'll help you the most. You're going to get something no matter what you do. And the deeper you go, the more results you get. But it's up to you. So if you're interested in learning about how to create generational wealth and how much your energy is connected to the results that you're getting, keep watching. All right, so let's go. I'm going to share my screen. Okay, cool. So generational wealth, activating masterclass. Welcome. I created this because I started to realize that getting money and then spending money is like so old. It's just like, I'm over it. You're probably over it. I want the energy that creates money. I want to live a lifestyle that feels abundant. I want to not just have money, I want to heal the patterns. Don't you feel the same? So let's go. I'm going to show you how to do that. Welcome, by the way. Thanks for being here. In this masterclass, you will learn how your wealth journey has so far been affected by past generations and their beliefs. That's very real, that came before you, and how you can make changes so that your life and the lives of those future generations after you have more positive experiences with money. Because guess what? You're going to pass this on somehow. And even if you don't have kids, you might pass it on to just people around you. Beliefs are something that we share with each other. So if you are just hanging around people and you have a certain life, you can either inspire them or outspire them. No, I'm kidding. But you can inspire them or you cannot inspire them. So you can affect people all around with the way you live. And wouldn't you love to be somebody who changed your story? In the words of the great Biggie, one of my faves, I went from negative to positive. That's what we all want. So let's start. What are some of the beliefs you currently have about money? And let's be balanced. They might not all be negative. And I want you to actually write down 10 beliefs right now that you have about money. Okay? Even if you know they're not true, I want you to just be honest with yourself about what you actually believe, because what you believe is going to be creating your experiences. And don't be hard on yourself. You might have some positive beliefs about money, but you also, if you're watching this, probably have something you want to solve. So it's like, just write down generally what your beliefs are. Like, maybe money is there for me. Maybe money is difficult. Money is against me. There's never enough money. Money is hard. Um, Money is supportive. Whatever it is, just be honest. All right. So if you're going to do that, so I'm not just like sitting here staring at you, though I love being present, just pause the video, write those down, and then come back. Okay, hit play. All right. Now, out of those 10 beliefs that you wrote down just now, I want you to pick 3 that you want to work on or change. So if you have at least 3 that you're like, that could change, that could be better, I would like to not believe that or have that experience anymore, pick the top 3. And if you have a lot, just pick 3, okay? 3 max. And if you only have 1, that's okay too. But let's try for 3. And also notice when you're picking, which ones feel like the most emotional or out of control for you, like they bother you. Write each one down one at a time with its own page. Okay, so now I want you to write it down with its own page at the top of the page. Write the belief, and I want a blank page beneath each one. You're gonna have 3. Okay. And beneath each belief, I want you to do a brief, you don't have to write forever, just do a little brief paragraph, like a journal dump around each one. I want you to just kind of purge your feelings about that. Like, what does it feel like Where is it in your body? What does it make you feel? Why do you have this belief? And speculate, where did it come from? Who gave this to you? Why is this in you? Like, it's not like you were born this way, right? Could be past lives if you know about your past lives. Just start to like, kind of like understand the origin of this and where it came from. Okay, so you can pause the video, do that, come back. I'll take another sip. All right. By the way, my cup is from Park at Kim's, if you know that, in New York. Just opened up. And they serve draft chai. It's like beer on tap, but it's chai. And I am obsessed. I'm drinking water out of it now because I love my chai so much. I don't want to give the cup away yet. Anyway, that's what I'm drinking. What are you drinking? Let me know in the comments. Okay, so now I want you to feel in your body where the first belief is. This is important because beliefs are energies. Energies are beliefs. Okay, that's what they are. And they're specific beliefs, and they will live inside of you in specific places. So if you know your chakra system, or just even your physical body, let's start with the first one. We're going to do one at a time. Where do you feel it? Like, feel the negative belief. Where is it? It's going to be in a specific place. So what does it feel like? What emotion? What sensation? I want you to just honestly, like, we can do this together. The first step is you need to admit that it's there. Okay, so look at your first belief, the negative belief about money. Acknowledge it's in you somewhere. Where is it? Find it. All right. And then we're going to take 3 deep breaths into that place. We're going to like thaw the fear and the contraction around it to loosen it up. Okay, you got to do that with fear. Fear contracts, so we got to actually like physically even like get movement around there. So feel it, and then we're going to do it now, okay? Take 1 deep breath in. Hold it and let it go. Good. We're going to do another one. Let it go. And one more, okay? And let it go. Start to get movement around that, you know? Fear and contraction and lack even in your life is about lack of movement. So it's important to do that. Loosen it up. All right. And now I want you to write, if you haven't already done this, if you have, that's great because I mentioned it. But if not, I want you to also write beneath each one. And if you want to do one at a time, that's fine too, by the way. I know you have 3. So you can start with the first one with all the steps and do the other 2 after. Because even doing one at a time is going to help. But I want you to like write where you think it came from. Like, did you literally see your dad say this sometime, or did someone tell this to you, or like, where did you start believing this? What did you witness something? How did this get in you, this belief in the first place? And speculated where it may have started, even may have been your ancestors. We're talking about generations. Like, for example, I have Irish ancestors on either side of my family, and hello, potato famine. And that's why I live in North America because they had a potato famine and they came on the boats. Literally, I have a picture of my great grandfather, great something like that. Grandfather, his name was Michael, and he was like 11 years old. They took a picture of him when he got to the States, this little kid. I'm related to that guy, you know? His beliefs, his DNA, energy got passed on to me. And he experienced as a child the potato famine. That's a big deal in terms of wealth, hunger, right? Survivalism. So, you know, I've had to deal with a lot around that. But knowing what I'm saying is when you understand the story, when you even like look at like, hey, where did I even come from? And look at their experiences, whatever you know, just try to like think and speculate, like understand yourself. It's not just about your life. It's not just about what you're going through. It's about like purging these patterns that they needed to purge. And this is literally what breaking cycles is about. It's so beautiful. So it's okay if you get emotional too, like lean in, always lean into the feelings. It can be uncomfortable. But you could be crying the tears that they couldn't. So cry. They're with you too. They're helping you. It's totally okay. I just want you to like try to make connections of how the belief may have come to you and been experienced by someone else who came before you. And it's not necessary anymore. You know, why that was passed on to you. But like, for example, I live in New York City and there's not a potato famine and I can eat more than potatoes. And there's a lot more around here. And actually I'm in the place where he dreamed of. But for me to have all that survivalism still, it's something that just needs to go. It doesn't apply anymore. We have the internet too. Lots of things are different. So think about the difference between your life and your ancestors too. And next, I want you to write the opposite of that belief. So take the first belief and write on a new page the opposite of that belief. So if it's like money is hard, I want you to write money is easy. If you want to write there's never enough, I want you to write there's more than enough, always. Whatever it is, just write the opposite. Turn it into the positive version, okay? And beneath that, now, this is powerful. This is going to change your energy. Write 10 reasons why this positive belief is actually the truth. And even if you have to think really hard or get creative, I want you to come up with 10 reasons. And you're going to be like, but I don't believe this, and this doesn't feel true. But here's the thing, negative beliefs are never the truth in the bigger picture. They seem true, but they're not actually true in the bigger picture from God's perspective. So what is always true is positive beliefs in the long run. So the positive belief that you're looking at, that you've turned it into, is ultimately actually true from God's perspective. And so what you need to do is stretch yourself and your own beliefs to take that in more and to believe that more. And when you change your beliefs, you literally in the moment change your energy. You literally start purging negative energy out. We are literally doing energy work as you do this exercise. So don't like think that this isn't important. This can actually change your energy, which can change your results. This is part of the dissolving of the pattern. And again, you might not believe it. Well, you don't believe it at this time. You believe the negative version. So get creative. I call this like being a lawyer. Lawyers don't argue for, what lawyers argue for. And I know this because I got into law school and I didn't go. But I think I was actually supposed to just do the LSAT to understand the way lawyers think, because I find it really applicable to my work with energy. And basically, what happens here is you're like a lawyer for the stance that you're taking. So you take the positive stance. That's what lawyers do. They take a stance and they argue it to death. Like they just argue it even if they're wrong. So you take this belief and you argue for it with 10 reasons as if you're a lawyer and you had to like win a case. So I'll just give an example. Pause the video anytime to do it, by the way, and come back. But if you need an example, let's go with money is easy. Money comes to me easy. So you would go, okay, well, there was that one time when money came to me easily. And you write that down, whatever that was, because I'm sure that's happened. Have you ever found money on the street? That's pretty easy. Write that down. Money comes to me easily. I guess I need to work on this belief. I gotta stretch myself. And that's what you'll do. You have to stretch yourself. Money comes to me easily. Well, it comes out of unexpected places, for sure. Sometimes you get it from people or it's just different things that you didn't expect. So that's easy. It can come at any time. So, okay, that's 3. And what's another one? It comes to me easily because Well, another time, I'm sure you can think of like a few times when it's just come. I had a time someone literally sent me $1,000 before I even worked with them. They just were like, I'm gonna work with you. And they just sent me $1,000 and then they were like, help me. I was like, oh my God. Okay. So think of another instance when it came easily. I'm sure you can. Money comes to me easily because hmm, it can come easily in just so many ways. Like, what if you just like, have you ever gotten a credit card and that's just a bunch of like, I know it's credit, but it's basically money. So that's easy. Credit card. Six. And you have to do all 10, by the way. That's, you have to, um, for it to work. Money comes to me easily. Well, sometimes it comes in the form of people paying for things, and that essentially keeps money in your pocket. Um, I've had that happen. I'm sure you have too. So there's one. Seven, money comes to me easily. Have you ever asked somebody for money when you needed it, like a parent or someone helped you out? Um, and they say yes and you didn't expect them to, something like that. Eight, money comes to me easily because, um, why is that true? Money comes to me easily. Easily. See, this is the work when you have to really think about it. Money comes to me easily. Well, birthdays. Ever get just money for your birthday? I bet you have. Nine. Money comes to me easily. Around, by the way, eight, nine, and 10, your energy starts to change. You can feel it because you're starting to really expand your beliefs, and that changes your energy instantly. So, okay, nine. Ah, money comes to me easily. Actually, I have a really good story. I once prayed to Mary. I was working in a store and I needed to make sales to like keep my job. I believed like I really needed to make sales. I prayed to Mary and I made a $5,000 sale like 30 minutes later. That was easy. And so even though the money didn't come to me, it showed me that if you pray, you can actually get money. So prayer can actually like just bring you money out of nowhere. All right, and 10. Money comes to me easily. Money comes to me easily. I'm going to say this because I think what we don't realize about money a lot of the time is that we make more when we ask for more. And we're generally scared of asking for more because we think that people won't give us more. They'll say no. And so we feel vulnerable. But the truth is, if you just start asking for people to give you money or to give you more, um, they might say yes. And that is actually really easy to just ask. So that's my 10th. It can be easy if you just like literally ask people, whether it's like that they'll work with you or be a client or um, just like literally thinking of opportunities for income and just asking, you know. There we go. My energy feels very different after that. Does yours, even listening to it? I bet that was working on your beliefs too. So that's the exercise. And I want you to do that with your belief. Exactly how I did it. Okay. Got to get to 10. Pause the video and come back. As you do this, notice any sensations that arise in you. Does anything else pop up beneath that that's getting triggered? You know, just notice, like literally I feel my sacral chakra like more connected right now after doing that. And the sacral is a really big seat of money making. So, wow, big deal. Repeat with beliefs 2 and 3 for the best results. All right. And I know this is a lot of work. So maybe you just want to watch the video, keep working with the first belief. That's fine. You can also go ahead right now and do 2 and 3 if you want to do that too. And with each one, though, I want you to do all the steps that I mentioned. Journal, dump, speculate where it came from, do the beliefs. 3 steps, okay? However you want. Overall, where do you feel after all this work? So I want you to like do as much as you want right now. You can do it anytime, by the way. After all this work, information seeking inside of yourself, you're literally collecting data about your own energy, which is creating your reality. That there's a negative energy sensation or block that's there beneath this that still needs to, or that most needs to be cleared, because what you're doing is you're clearing, you're shifting, doing a lot of work, but that can shift your reality. But the truth is our energy is very layered and the blocks can be very layered. Even if you get some stuff out, it's like there can still be like something really core kind of in there, right? And that's where energy work comes in and is really helpful. And I'm going to be providing you with something. Watch, it's going to be cool. So we will be working with that. I want you to note that you can repeat the process, 3-step process, as many times as you like. That's journal dumping, finding where it is, journal dumping, speculating where it came from, doing the belief changes, okay? To keep clearing more layers of negative energies and beliefs that are affecting your generational wealth out of you. Energy clears in layers, but once cleared, it's always cleared. So do the work, because it literally, like the shift you saw me make in myself just through talking to you here, it's permanent because your soul learns lessons while you do this work. It won't go back to the way it was. So every even like inch that you go forward, you stay there forever. So in terms of creating real change, take as many steps as you like and as you can. And you're only going to get better all the time. So I want you to find, though, like there's still going to be something there. And you might have uncovered it through doing what you did. So I want you to look for what's still there. And with that negative energy block you feel, we're going to breathe with it again. All right. So I'm going to do it with you. I'm going to choose my sacral because I feel like there's a lot going on there. Breathe deeply into that place 3 times. And I want you to say to it on the breath out, I accept that you are here. You're going to say it to the block. Okay, let's do it together. I accept that you are here. All right, let's do it again. I accept that you are here. And one more time. I accept that you are here. Now we're going to say to it. Let's do 3 times again. You are not originally part of me. Okay, so breathe in. You are not originally a part of me. And talk right to it with conviction, just like that. You are not originally a part of me. All right, one more. You are not originally a part of me. And then lastly, I choose to release you now from my energy for good. I choose to release you now from my energy for good. And one more. I choose to release you now from my energy for good. There we go. And now we've done a lot of loosening up. I'm going to play for you an energy clearing audio. It's called the soul sphere that will penetrate into this area with light to dissolve it. It's going to be really powerful. You're going to feel it. The soul sphere is a sphere of light that I duplicated like a gajillion, the biggest number infinite possible. And I moved it all around all the areas of your soul. And I already did this, I already recorded it, but when I play it, you're going to experience it. And what I want you to do while you're laying down and listening to this is I want you to focus your energy on the spot that you were just speaking to, where the negative energy is, okay? In your body, in your chakras, wherever that is. I want you to focus and just have the intention that the soul spear is going to go there. Got it? Okay, so lay down, get comfortable. It is best, by the way, to do this whole masterclass at once, but if you don't have time, it's okay also to break it up into pieces. Okay, but if you're here and you just brought up all this energy, lay down right now. I'm gonna play the soul spirit. Okay. Okay. So you guys, how did you feel? And could you feel the peace and the calm and the connection with yourself and who you really are? The energy of wealth is the energy of who you really are. And I was thinking about this at church today. Um, I go to mass, I'm Catholic, and how I was connecting with Mary and her energy felt so real to me. And when I connected with it and prayed to it, it made me feel real and alive and bright in my energy. And I realized that the Bible talks about being poor in spirit, which I think just means understanding that we're full of humility in front of God. And I think often we try to avoid that. We try to like, I know I'm going all off on a tangent, but I think this is important. Like we avoid, we want to feel strong and in control to survive, which is connected to survivalism is connected to money. And a lot of your ancestors had issues around survival, and that's why you have issues around survival too. And to be humble in front of God is difficult for us. I've struggled with that because we're like, I don't know how much I can trust you. I don't really like, I've never seen you. Like, I'm trying to get to know you. People like tell me to talk to you, like, but it's really important for us to be humble in front of God because we have free will as humans and we just honestly make mistakes all the time. And it's not that we're wrong or we're bad, but it's just like we just don't like, do you ever do something right and you're like, I really did the right thing and you feel it. But like I feel like there's a right thing in every moment of your life. And sometimes we're on it, sometimes we're really not. And it depends on a lot of circumstances. Sometimes we don't do the right thing. And to be humble in front of God isn't to say like I'm bad, but it's to acknowledge like, yeah, like sometimes I don't always like I have like I need help is kind of how I feel in front of God. I'm like, yeah, I need like I don't get it all the time. Um and I need your help. And I do it better when you're helping me. And I see God and feel God's energy and Jesus' energy. And it's like, yeah, it feels like it keeps it helps me. It just keeps me like connected to reality and actual truth versus all the things possibly that you could believe in any situation. And that realness, that energy, that humility in front of God is okay because it's just love that comes back to you. That's all God will ever give you is love. So you're totally safe to do that. And opening up like that is really important. And also, I could feel that the energy of Mary and the realness of existence. Oh, so just closing off the thought. So that's what poverty in spirit is. It's not about not having money. It's about being in front of God and being like, hey, I need your help. And even if you're a rich person, you want to be that kind of person. You see what I mean? So you can be poor in spirit, meaning you need to be replenished in spirit by God constantly. And to admit that is so important. Okay. As a wealthy person, it's important to still do that. That's what I'm saying. Okay. That's what that means. Struggling in your life doesn't make you a better person. It can take away your resources to help people and to help yourself. So, poverty in spirit, good. Poverty in reality, I mean, it's not like something to aim for. And it's not like you're going to get brownie points for it, I believe. I mean, this is just me again speculating, but some insights for you to speculate on yourself. Connect with God about these two and what's feeling right for you. The experience of connecting with Mary, why I believe that actual wealth isn't bad, is because Her energy felt real. I felt the reality of my spirit connecting with her. And that's when I realized realness is what we are. It's what Mary is. It's what I am. It's what God is. God says, I am. It's realness. It's aliveness. It's existence. Energetically, positive energy exists. Negative energy does not exist. It's an absence. It's like a shadow. It's like if I cast a shadow over here, what's real? I'm real. That's not. That's just a shadow. Same energetically. Positive is real. Negative is not real. It's the absence. Wealth and the manifestation of money is real. It's a reality. It shows up. You see it happen. Manifestations are all positive, therefore. Therefore, it's good for you to have money. Therefore, it's natural for you to have money. Lack is what's not natural. Lack is what's not real. If I felt Mary's realness, I felt my realness, and the experience of wealth is the experience of realness, something being there versus not being there, then that's good. That's of God. That's good for you. That's my conclusion. So I just wanted to let you know that. Okay, let's go back to the class, okay? So we're going to head back and we're going to look at this. How do you feel? So your energy will clear in layers, but once energies do clear, like in the soul sphere, they're always cleared. So the changes are permanent. Energy work is permanent. My energy work is called Energy Queen Alchemy. It is available via recording. You can watch the soul sphere again, by the way. I'm going to put it in the description. If you just want to play that 5 minutes and do that a few times, you can keep working on those blocks, and each time pick a place you want it to go. Okay. Also, what is it exactly you feel yourself letting go of? Like, do you feel what you're letting go of? What is it that you're getting cleared? Is it something that was blocking a certain place in your body, a specific fear, lesson? Learning along with clearing energy is so key. It's not just about like, clear me. It's about like, I always do this with my clients. We can't just clear their energy. It's like, what are you learning? We always talk about that. And I want you to think here, as you're getting cleared, as you're changing, doing this deep dive, deep work, what is the new pattern that is emerging? You're creating space for something, right? Your new wealth pattern. You're not just getting rid of something. We're creating a new generational wealth pattern, positive beliefs instead. This is part of that for you. So when your energy starts to clear, it creates space. Along with clearing energy is so key. It's important to look at the new pattern that you feel emerging. This might naturally be coming up. You might naturally feel more positive beliefs coming up, or you might just like have space to drop one in or to write the affirmation, put it on your wall. If you ever see behind me in my videos, I have all these affirmations on my wall because while I'm laying in bed at night, I too have dark thoughts circling around. So I look at things that are true instead. I look at things like I matter and my work matters, and all those things. People want to work with me, and the more you literally have them around you, it trains you to believe them, and then the more you believe positive beliefs, they come into you, and that creates your reality. So you're gonna have more space, is what I'm saying, to put in or to train yourself or to have affirmations around that are positive. When you have negative beliefs passed on about wealth, it's important that you know they don't actually feel like negative beliefs. They feel normal. They feel like the truth. Your family will be full of this. It's just like, that's just the way it is. Well, if it's negative, it's not. So in order to be a change maker and create new, more expansive, positive wealth beliefs and patterns, you actually have to keep doing 2 things, okay? Identify fear and negative beliefs as what they are, negative beliefs, not truth. Identify them as they come up, fears. Be like, that's a fear. That's a negative belief. That's not truth. Whenever you catch yourself thinking or saying negative stuff about money, at least acknowledge this is a fear. It's a negative belief. It's not the truth. It's not ultimately going to be the truth. I can do the 10-thing exercise and actually change my beliefs. You do it a few times. You can do the soul spear. Lots of resources here. And 2, be really open to expanding your beliefs in a new, unfamiliar, might feel weird, positive direction about wealth. It's going to feel weird at first to believe positive things about wealth. You're going to be like, I don't believe any of this. But again, The more you train and you practice and you even say them, J-Lo says, I put hers on my wall too. She opens her arms up every day and she says, I'm open to all the abundance and good things the universe has to offer me today. Something like that. And I'm always like, J-Lo, you're a millionaire. You don't need to do that. But she does it, you know? Why not believe something like that? But you got to practice. So I want you to think about like, what are you creating? What do you want to create? And it's okay that it's going to feel really weird at first. Okay. But practice. Put something in that space. Creating new positive beliefs about money can take willpower, practice. Even if you're working at dismantling old negative beliefs and even getting them cleared energetically, I want you to purposely fill in the space with the beliefs you would like to have. You will need to practice believing positive beliefs about wealth. It's just so it's okay. And they'll start to feel more normal after a while. So again, I have some advice. Expose yourself to people who believe wealth is natural. Who do you hang out with? That's true. The people you hang out with, however much money they have, you're going to have because you all share the same beliefs, which create your reality. So hang out with people who have more money, number one, if you can. If you don't know anybody, hang out with them online. Watch interviews. I love interviews. I love autobiographies and biographies, and hang out with Oprah, listen to her podcast. Like you will hear them saying different things about wealth, about money, and you're just going to start to feel like, yeah, that's normal to have money. And like limit being around people who don't, be around people who do. Put affirmations where you can see them every day, what you would like to believe, and imagine what the wealthy you is like. This is really important. Imagine what the wealthy you is like and start acting like them now, because there are a lot of things that you can do right now that you're putting off that the wealthy you would do. And if you do it, it helps you to attract more wealth. So is the wealthy you like eating differently, getting up at a different time, speaking to people differently, having more boundaries, like exercising, literally anything. Do even one of them and your life will get better. You'll be like, oh my God, I'm wealthy in my energy, which will affect your life. And that's probably one reason I got my draft chai today. I was like, it's like $10. Well, it's because I tipped, but I think tipping is important. Anyway, I was like, that's not practical. But I was like, the wealthy me would do it. And I love it. And actually prayed about it. And I felt like I was just like, it's not a big deal. It's actually only $10, Yeah. So like, what does the wealthy you act like? One of my favorites, if you're worried about spending money, it's not about that. It's just about habits. And a lot of your habits are free. I noticed that with the frequency of words, like if your go-to like positive word is good, I want you to pick, like when people are like, how are you? Good. Oh, that was good. Oh, like, yeah, that's good. I want you to pick like a higher frequency version of good. If you're saying good right now, I want you to say great. How are you? Great. Oh, that's great. Yeah, no, I feel great. Okay. If you say great as a habit, I'm kind of there, to be honest. I want you to say fantastic. Doesn't that feel like kind of uncomfortable? But it's just another version, but it's a higher frequency. How are you? Fantastic. Oh, that's fantastic. I feel fantastic today. I'm having a fantastic day. I learned this because I went to the ideal place I want to work here in New York. It's a TV show. And I heard people saying the word fantastic everywhere. And I was like, I've literally never said that word in my life because I've never actually felt fantastic, But I was around people living the life I wanted to live, definitely different tier of wealth. And I was like, wait a second, I can say fantastic just as easily as them. It's free. And it can like help me be more in that frequency of things actually being fantastic. And I'll be honest with you, I'm still working on it, but I force myself to say it probably like once a day, whether it's in an email or I'm always like forcing myself, honestly, to say fantastic at one point. And it expands you. If you say fantastic, that's fantastic. I want you to say fabulous. I feel like fabulous is even more, that's even more, you know? And that like pick higher frequency words, okay, to express positivity of your wealthy life. All right, try it. Women, I want you to know something important here. I'm giving you a wealth of information, by the way. Accessing the energy of wealth, which is a balance of your feminine, masculine energies, it happens through the natural way that your energy balance. Okay, let me say this again. For you to access the energy of wealth, it's a balance of your feminine and masculine energies. It's not just about clear energy, it's about balancing your own feminine and your own masculine through the natural way that your feminine or your energy balances, okay, which is feminine first. Women balance. If you identify as a woman, you balance your feminine and your masculine, your energy and the practical world. Here, that's your energy and your money through feminine first. Why am I saying this right now? Because I've discovered that if you have issues with money as a woman, having wealth is about having balanced energy. It's about being in your natural state, which is energetic balance. Women balance by putting feminine first. Therefore, if you have an issue with wealth, which is being unbalanced, you have an issue with feminine energy first, is what I want you to look at. And so what I want you to think about right now is, what were your experiences with your mother? What were your experiences with mother figures or friends, women in your life? That's one reason why you're having issues with money, because money, again, is a lack of balance between your feminine and masculine. The way you balance is through your feminine first, meaning that you have to have an issue with your mother if you have issues with money / imbalance, okay? So I want you to think about, you can journal or you can just think about it, what your specific fears are with feminine energy specifically. Who hurt you, literally? What did they do? This is the first energetic layer, like one of the first things that you're uncovering to remove to bring you closer to wealth. I realized this, I'm going to be honest, because I kept being scared of paying my rent here in New York. Like almost every month, I would just like freak out all the time. And I thought it was about money until I realized my actual fear when I looked at it. So look at your actual fears, and you're going to realize there's probably something to do with the feminine there to look at. My actual fear was pissing off my female roommate, whoever it was at the time. I've always had female roommates, and I've always been like, they're going to hate me if I can't pay. They're going to hate me. And I literally was more worried about them than not even being able to pay or anything like that. I've always paid my rent, by the way, but like the freak out happened, but like sometimes how am I going to do it or blah, blah. I was worried about them not liking me. And if I trace that back, that's about my mom. That's about my cousin. That's about, so like that thing in you that's getting triggered, that is important. Like do the soul spear on that. That's something literally you can pinpoint. That if you work on that, that will impact your wealth, bring you closer to it. So you can do the same thing you did before with it as well. Write down the specific negative belief, one of them at least, about what we just talked about, and then do the 10 reasons why it's not true exercise, right? Women are mean to me. Flip it into the positive. Women are kind to me. 10 reasons why that's true. Okay, that will help. And then if you want to go even deeper, look at your beliefs about the masculine. Same whole thing with your father and men, because it's not just about the feminine, it's about the balance. So you go through the feminine first, and you're going to also go next to the masculine. Look at that. What are your beliefs about the masculine? Where did that come from? Right? Where did you not feel supported by your dad or dating or brothers or, and try the 10 reasons exercise with that too. There's a lot you can do here, and all of it will make change, permanent change. You can do the soul spear on that. Same thing. Once you have like started doing this, and there's a lot you can work with here, come back and watch this again if you need. or just write down a few things a day you want to do. You've completed your peeling away beliefs, or like once you have completed peeling away these layers, there's going to be a lot of layers, you know, through working at your beliefs, through listening to the audio, through getting energy cleared, which you can also do with me in sessions. You will notice your energy is going to actually feel more wealthy. It's like hard to explain. It just feels more connected. And trust me, this is the first step to your reality showing you more wealth. I'm not even kidding. Like, it happens. Have patience. Okay, I'm going to show you something else as a bonus. All right. All right. So I have something special for you guys just because I was excited. I am excited about this. And I actually took so my work, Energy Queen Alchemy, what it does is it clears negative energy away from you or from inside of you. It dissolves it by combining a positive frequency in the same space as the negative, which is like shining a light in the dark room or a dark room. Wherever the light goes, the darkness cannot be. And so I do that energetically and it dissolves negativity. I work with the energy of Jesus, and I use a lot of different tools. I teach what I do as well. If you're interested in that, you can email me. But EQA is my work. It can be done and recorded through frequency, which is how the soul spear worked. I actually layered in what you're going to hear next. It's called the super cleanse. I layered the soul spear audio with another EQA clearing session for you to listen to. You're going to get the soul spear with another energy clearing on top of it. You're going to have both at once. It's called the super cleanse. It's 19 minutes. So you can listen to this right now or later. Link will be in the description again. You can listen to it anytime. I've been listening to this a lot and I love it. You can do it as many times as you like. Remember, it's going to target frequencies and it's going to clear them out permanently. And there are a lot of layers. That's why you can listen to it as much as you want. So I'm going to play that for you now. And I hope you enjoy. Very real. Guess what? I have an offer for you if you'd like to work with me. And this is really, really special because you can only find this offer by watching this masterclass all the way to the end. I'm not posting this anywhere else. It's literally a golden nugget inside of this masterclass for you to find if you've actually watched and done the work. Okay, or watched at least. So if you would like help getting your energy cleared, you can book this special offer with me. 3 sessions for $555 US. My usual price, by the way, is $444 per session now. And my prices are always adjusting and changing based on my work, my results. And I'm actually transitioning from Energy Queen into Feminine Lifestyle Co. officially on September 1st. So that's my new per hour rate. And you can get 3 sessions for $555, which is like basically almost 2 of them for free. And this is a bonus for taking the time to learn all the hard work you've done to change your energy in this workshop. If you've gotten anything out of this, I hope that you see that I know what I'm talking about. I can get you results, and I can get you results through a free masterclass because there's so much value here. And I'm not just using that word like as a key word. I'm like actually saying like you can take the stuff that I've taught you here and run with it. You can use the exercises anytime. You can watch those audios. The way that you see this whole thing, I hope, is cracked open. And this is a gift that I wanted to give you because I really care about people having generational wealth because I know that the people watching this need it. You deserve it. And you're not just doing it to get money. You're doing it to create a whole new ripple effect of positivity, not just in your life, but in the world and beyond, your like with your family who may come after you. So it's very important work to me. I value it a lot. I believe in it. And what I do with my sessions is I will clear your energy personally. And the results are obviously so much deeper, faster, because I'm literally not doing an audio meant for however many people will watch this for the rest of the time on YouTube. It's for you and it's in that moment. And I record my sessions so you can actually play in between sessions, you can play the recording again and get more results. It's like these recordings, but it's for you. It's on your blocks. It's on the things that need to come out of you. So it's like a huge jump forward. If you want to take that step, this is an option for you. Okay. I have limited spots because I have limited time to work with people one-on-one, but it's here. Whenever you find this, get in touch with me. Email sales.energyqueen@gmail.com. Claim the secret offer. Let me know you watched Generational Wealth, the masterclass, that you want to do this work with me. And if you want to talk to me about it, we can also set up a free, I'm actually doing 30-minute consults right now because when I get on my 20-minute consults, it's not enough time. I love to talk to people about their energy. I want to talk to you about what's going on. I actually digitally draw on Procreate on my iPad. It's an app where I can draw. I draw the blocks for you. I show you visually where they are. And I tell you where they came from. I tell you what they're about. And I tell you what they look like, and I tell you what advice I have for you. And that's all for free. It's just a free consult. I give so much because I really care about this work. And if you want to work with me, you can either just jump right in or you can get the free consult link. And I'll put that in the description too if you're just like interested in that right now. But definitely get in touch with me one way or another if you want to go deeper, because yes, you can get more results. And I've gotten my clients so many results by doing personal work. It's the thing I love to do the most. So if you're interested in that, you can let me know, you guys. I want to say thank you so much. I'm going to hop back to the main page. Thank you so much for watching this. I think you're awesome because you were here. I think that you are somebody who really cares about other people too, because you're here. You don't just care about getting money. You care about creating generational wealth and power. And wealth and power is so connected. Wealth and power is like, they are interchangeable in the world. And influence is a big word that I connect with wealth as well. It's like being able to have influence in the world around you is so important. I want you to feel empowered, you guys. I don't want you to feel disempowered. I want you to know that no matter what happened before you, what your family went through, generations before you went through, it can change. And I hope that this masterclass has shown you enough evidence that it can. And if you want to go deeper, get in touch with me and we're going to do that together. All right, we're going to create permanent results. Basically, what my work is about is getting you in touch with the power that's already inside of you. When you have access to that, there's no stopping you. And I don't have to give you that. It's there. But we got to uncover it. We've got to break apart the stuff that's in the way. All right. So thank you so much for watching, you guys. I love you so much. I hope that you enjoyed this. And get in touch with me if you'd like to do some work. All right. Thanks for being here. Bye.